There was a time when resources seemed endless. But in 2030, the great energy crisis began. With hardly any resources left on our world, global powers created the World Space Agency to look beyond the Earth for answers. The answer was found in helium-3, a powerful isotope discovered in abundance on the Moon. With it, humanity could satisfy its energy demand for decades to come. And so, in 2032, mankind colonized the Moon. Spearheaded by the Lunar Council, the WSA constructed several permanent settlements to harvest and process helium-3. The resulting energy was transferred to Earth through a revolutionary energy network, the Microwave Power Transmission, or MPT. For a time, all seemed well. Then, one fateful night in 2054, the lights went out. No energy. The MPT had gone offline, and communication with the lunar colonist was lost. Without earthly resources to launch a full-scale rescue mission to the Moon, the World Space Agency was shut down permanently in 2055. But a small group of former WSA colonists refused to accept humanity's bleak future. Determined to discover the colony's fate and to restore the MPT, they've been preparing their mission in an abandoned desert launch facility. Now, in 2059, they are ready to launch an astronaut to the Moon. What awaits is unknown and unforeseeable, but the mission is clear. Deliver us the Moon.
Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Deliver Us the Moon with the newest patch that features RTX and RTX implementation. So, unfortunately, in order to do DirectX 12, I'm not allowed to do dedicated full screen. I only have windowed and windowed full screen as my options, and yeah, I can't change the resolution. But that being said, and I can't change the resolution scaling either. This is such a weird implementation. We're going to leave the overall quality as epic, and then DLSS we will enable, and it'll be in the quality setting. So here's the ray tracing set to epic, and the render is at DX12. Now let's get started. You want to start a game? Yeah, sure, that's fine. I rather see it with its fancy new graphics. Or maybe they won't be fancy. Maybe they'll look exactly the same. They'll just be, you know, ray trace light sources behind the scenes. Be hard to say. For me, I have a hard time detecting ray tracing when it's being used, because those are kind of the light sources, and the shadows are not details I care about.
Friends and family of the missing lunar colonists gather all around the world tonight in remembrance of the 2054 MPT blackout that resulted in a global power outage and the loss of contact with the lunar colony. The blackout caused global turmoil, which ultimately led to the closure of the World Space Agency 1 year later. In other news, the recent formation of the largest dust storm on record has prompted climatologists to readjust their forecast of the equatorial desert's growth rate. As a result of the new storm, the desert could soon cover 30% of the globe's landmass. Several governments have pledged support for refugees, despite reports of resource.
Petunia, are you there?
The storm is expected to hit residential zones between the northern 49th and 50th latitude lines by late afternoon, and pass over the World Space Agency.
Let's see. Launch sequence, command blueprint, 1205-2056. Ground mount sequencer, orbital access arm, auxiliary power units, gaseous oxygen vent arm, sound suppression system, hydrogen burn-off, main engine ignition, main engine cut-off, stage separation, second stage ignition. Backside, you've done it 1,000 times before during our simulations. We know you can do it. Oh, we know you can do this. Good luck, Claire. Yes, good luck. Thank you. Thank you indeed. So, you know, the lighting model is definitely different. I don't quite remember it looking like this. Let's see, MPT online. MPT transmits power from Moon to Earth. A microwave power transmission. MPT generates power inside a fusion reactor and sends it wirelessly to receivers on Earth. Fueled by helium-3 harvested on the Moon. While the MPT took over a decade to complete, the energy signal traveled rapidly from the lunar colony to Earth. The World Space Agency believes the MPT can transmit enough energy for the colony fusion reactor to supply approximately 20% of the Earth's population. That percentage is expected to rise quickly. In another decade, the MPT could power all of Earth, said Dr. Isaac Johansson, the agency's lead scientist. Earth will never be in the dark again. Backside, is it working yet? My backside always works. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ground control to Fortuna 1, this is Claire. Please confirm radio contact.
Welcome. Confirm.
Radio contact confirmed. Make your way to the launch platform and prime the rocket for liftoff. We have to launch before the dust storm hits.
Let's see, enter the Vasenikov launch facility. Pick up the astronaut suit. Yep. Got it. Vasenikov Cosmodrome.
The Taurus 5. It took us 4 years to get it ready for launch. But you need to hurry. The dust storm will hit this area in a few hours. If we don't succeed now, the Fortuna mission will be over for good.
Yeah, unfortunately there's the motion blurring that's on, which I'm not fond of. It looks fake. It always looks fake. I'd rather have a game run at like 144 hertz than have motion blur turned on, but whatever. Some people just are like addicted to doing stupid shit. Developers love effects that don't mean anything. Created by Isaac Johansson, the MPT transmitted power from the Moon to the Earth through a network of satellite dishes. Since Isaac's disappearance during the 2054 blackout, Claire Johansson has studied her father's work closely in preparation for the Fortuna mission. The Astro tool has picked up an encrypted transmission from an unknown source. Though unintelligible in its current state, it appears that collecting more database items is the key to unlocking the message. Now, like I said, if you've ever seen a game run at 120 hertz, or 144 hertz, then you know that's really where the next innovation in monitor technology should go. Is number one to HDR, and then number two to incredibly high refresh rates. It's a girl. Isaac and Elizabeth are proud to announce the arrival of Claire's little sister, Kathy Christina Johansson. Elizabeth kept the Johansson family together after her husband Isaac assumed the role of the Lunar Council. After her death, Claire took care of her sister Kathy before she was taken to the Moon to live with Isaac. Both Isaac and Kathy have not been seen since the blackout. Again, one of the advantages of having the RTX lighting on is that light was calculated through software, and sometimes it would bleed into internal or interiors, or maybe act a little funny inside of interiors compared to what was going on outside. Again, I don't care about that. I don't have that kind of eye for detail, but I do know that people do care about that. Let's see. A monument marks the entrance to the Vasenikov Cosmodrome. The facility was abandoned until the Fortuna team made it their base of operations after the blackout and began preparations for humanity's last mission to space. The sign reads, "To the stars." Now, the animation and has always been kind of funky in the game, but again, we're really interested in how the RTX generates effects, what it really adds. I did stream this game previously, although I don't think we finished it. So if you're looking for a comparison, then I do have a HD stream of that game as well, without the RTX on.
To the facility. The control center is located on the top floor. There you can prime the rocket for launch. It's been 5 years since we last received a microwave power transmission from the lunar colony. At first, no one believed it would be possible to transmit energy from the moon back to Earth. But the WSA proved the skeptics wrong. Just like you will, when you get the MPT back online.
Okay. Cool reflections. Oh, that's right, I don't have the code. Supposed to find the code. If power's out, use code 3548 for the door. No, not very bright and sunny, huh?
This building once functioned as part of the WSA, but it's been our home for many years now. I still can't believe you'll be leaving here for good soon. The desertification of this whole region won't take long after the storm passes through.
Again, we have light from outside coming inside. Affects it a little bit differently. We have our resolution scaling helping with the processing as well. Higgins Research Facility. Have that in memorandum. Higgins malfunction 2048. Really? Not gonna take it with me? Determined to seek the truth about the 2054 blackout and restore the MPT connection, Maria Gonzalez has raised the Fortuna team from the ashes of the WSA. Since 2055, Maria's team has been secretly working on their mission. One of the few survivors of the 2048 Higgins cryosleep malfunction, Maria brought her damaged ASE unit back to Earth with her. She's been trying to repair her ASE in hopes of restoring holographic recordings captured by the device during her time at the Higgins Research Facility. Let's see, we met years ago on the Pearson space station. I was relieved from service after the Higgins cryosleep malfunction. Remember how we talked about my broken ASE? I'm looking for a way to extract its holographic data, and I'm hoping you could help me out. Maria Gonzalez. Hi, Maria. Yeah, I remember. Holographic data runs through a unique hardware component. I specialize more in software, so you should reach out to my colleague, Rolf Robertson, here at Pearson. He's an excellent mechanic. Sarah Baker. In memorandum. The loss during the Higgins malfunction of June 2048. Don't forget everyone we've lost that day. Who are they again? Oh, whoops. Those guys. Except for me. Or somebody else. I don't really know. Ugh. God, I got that. That fake ass, that fake ass motion blur really bugs me. I wish it wasn't a thing. Let's see, I need to go somewhere with that, right? I think. I said I'd rather have a full 60 hertz and a variable frame rate with motion blur, but it's not the developer's vision. I totally get it. Gotta show off to your friends. Fortuna 1 is a go. Thank you, everyone.
Isolated 3 plausible causes for the MPT blackout. 1, the transmitter at Pearson Space Station.
Claire, there you are. Come on, we're celebrating in the other room. Everyone is looking for you.
I need to go over this one last time, Maria.
We've been over it before, multiple times. We're good. Come. It's time to join the party.
It won't take long. I'll be right there.
A true Johansson. Once he set his mind to something, I could never convince him either. You're just as stubborn as your father.
Probably the only thing we have in common. I just don't understand why he didn't restore the MPT connection. He invented the damn thing. And now it's just us. No one else is even trying. If we fail...
Remember what I told you. If it can be done, then we're going to do it. That's all we have to focus on. Go over your notes. Join us when you're ready.
All right. Causes of the blackout. Right. Secondly, it could be one network.
Recruited straight out of the university, Claire Johansson designed the Taurus 5 rocket for the Fortuna mission. Claire was eager to join the team to uncover the fates of her father and sister on the moon after the 2054 blackout. Oh, that's right, these are all the steps. Launch ground sequencer, orbital access arm, auxiliary power units, gaseous oxygen vent arm. Oh boy, yeah, I'm not going to remember any of that.
control center. Get the rocket ready to launch as fast as possible.
Refresh initiate power reboot. Already about.
Calculating new storm ETA. Claire, we have a problem. The storm is approaching faster than expected. Way faster. Time's running out. Keep going, Fortuna. We've been working too long to give up now.
Yeah, I don't recall the reflection being so aggressive, so maybe that's one of the... See, close both hydrogen fuel valves. Maybe that's one of the big improvements. Well, again, it's like, yeah, it's just such a, like a minor thing, but, you know. Developers are like really addicted to the weirdest stuff. The reflections have got to accurately reflect off surfaces. Oh, I don't care. I really don't. I mean, rather than be addicted to that, I'd rather have them be addicted to 100% stable 60 hertz frame rate. Or higher. That's one of the promises of every time a graphics card comes out or new technology comes out. It's like, oh yeah, we'll lock the frame rates in. I'm like, no, you won't. You never have. Things look nicer and better, but certainly not that thing. That's not the thing that anybody ever concentrates on. I mean, like maybe id or the guys that make the Black Ops. They seem to care. As far as everybody else is like, here, let me put some effects on the screen that nobody asked for.
Okay, the hydrogen valves are closed. Head back inside the control center to prime the rocket for launch.
Although I'm not accusing this team of necessarily doing it, the developers of this game. Just in general. I think this team was just worried about, getting this project greenlit and funded. And still have something that looked really good, you know? It can be difficult on a game like this, an adventure game, with such a limited audience. I think they did a good job, honestly. Some things are kind of funky. You can definitely tell it's a lower budget game, but the overall visual quality is pretty good.
You have to launch now, before the dust storm destroys the rocket and everything we've worked for.
That's kind of cool lighting there.
What are you waiting for? We have to launch before it's too late.
Hold your horses. I'm working here.
Rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this. Initiate launch procedure.
Okay, number 1. These things.
Ground launch sequencer started.
Number 2. This thing.
Orbital axis arm retracting. Be a little more careful.
Number 3 is these things. Okay. So that is up. Wait, what?
Perfect, just like was practiced.
Okay, so up and up. And then up and up.
Auxiliary power units booting up.
And number 4.
Gaseous oxygen vent arm safely in place.
And number 5.
Sound suppression system engaged.
And number 6.
Hydrogen burn-off system activated. Rocket boosters ready for ignition. Standing by for countdown. Rocket boosters ignition start. Engines ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, start 1. We have liftoff.
So exciting and incredibly frightening.
The rocket has entered the thermosphere. You're on your way, Fortuna 1.
Main engine cut off. Stage separation. Second stage ignition. That stuff is cool.
It must have been breathtaking when the first astronauts made their way to the moon just 100 years ago.
Hey, look, it's round.
They knew an Earth full of life. All we know today is dust. If you can bring the MPT network back online, it could restore the hope humanity lost after the lunar colony fell. We could recover, rebuild, and most of all, start thinking about a future. You'll need to find the MPT transmitter at the Pearson Space Station. From there, the power signal was relayed to Earth. This was the final link in the MPT network before the blackout. If there are answers to find, they're at Pearson. Claire, we need to head down to the shelter. These winds are getting bad. Understood. Fortuna 1, this storm is going to jam radio contact. You'll be on your own for a while. To reach the station, you must... Once you're in the
Kind of stuff you probably should have covered before I got out here. See, complete 6 stages of the launch sequence. Cut off main engine. Ignite second thruster. Oh, that's all the sequence there is. That's right, eat my junk. That's right, fly me to the stars. I mean, deliver us the moon. Possibly impractical space elevator. Back to the station. Just the tip. Ooh.
Ground control to Fortuna 1. You must have reached Pearson Space Station by now. The storm has severely damaged our instruments, so we can't reach your location or receive any messages. But we can detect fluctuations in the MPT network. If you can hear this, when you reach the control center, try to find out what's wrong with the MPT connection so you can bring it back online. Good luck at that.
One of Isaac Johansson's greatest achievements, the MPT transmitter directed the energy signal sent from the moon to Earth from 2041 until the blackout of 2054. As construction continued and Isaac's responsibilities within the WSA grew, the distance between him and his family began to take its toll. Check the station's connection to the MPT network. To Copernicus Moon Hub issued for space elevator drop AC parts. Oh, I thought you could actually do something with it. No? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Reuse, recycle. All sales rebooted, huh?
Backup power active. Life support systems online. Oxygen levels rising.
Assess power inside the control center in the Libra wing. Yeah, wherever that is, because of course naturally I would know where that is. More oxygen. I am here. Libra wing is down, down, down.
Copy, Control. We're all set. Ready for descent.
The MPT network is still down, so expect the lights to go out as you descend towards Copernicus.
Thanks for the heads up, Pearson.
Remember, Sarah, our oxygen here in the station is limited. After arriving, you'll have 40 minutes to find out what caused the blackout and bring our MPT network back online. If you're not back by then, we'll have to evacuate without you.
We hear you, Control. Rolf, you ready?
I am. And don't worry, Control. It's probably just a glitch. We'll be back before you know it.
Let's find out how they've been holding up down there. Alex, commence descent protocol.
All systems go. Descent in 3, 2, 1. Descent engaged. Godspeed.
Peterson space elevator improved the logistics of getting people and supplies to and from the moon. When the 2054 blackout occurred, station crew members Sarah Baker and Rolf Robertson were sent down the elevator to investigate the blackout on the moon's surface. Due to the station's emergency protocol, their time was extremely limited. The emergency button. Of course I want to hit it. Why wouldn't I? Blackout. Let's see, Pixies. And Aries. We're going to Libra. Libra wing. There we are.
Buddy, almost there. We'll touch up your paint job later, don't worry.
Are you ready to go? We've almost got the elevator running again.
Yeah, just patching up Alex before we head down.
Are you bringing that thing along?
Of course. We'll need all the help we can get. Besides, you wouldn't have made it to that airlock if it hadn't been for him. This MPT blackout can't be just a glitch, Rolf. Everything is still dark down there. Last time there was an outage. Did you hear the message from Earth?
No. What did they say?
They can't even send ships up here anymore without the MPT. It's crazy, right? We're the only ones able to investigate the blackout.
Sarah, we need to get you guys down to the surface ASAP. We don't have much time.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You're watching Deliver Us the Moon on PC with RTX on. I don't know, it's to me it's more subtleties than major changes. I think the reflections are they're like a little bit more correct. The lighting engine looks a little bit different. Obviously, there's still really big advantages for the rendering. You know, you can certainly set the rendering scale to be much lower than your target resolution, and then it will scale up, thereby making the processing of all the data less on your system. So, you know, if you set your resolution scale to 80% or 70% or 50% and still keep your base resolution at 4K or 2K, then there can be a lot of advantages to that. And if RTX is working the way it's supposed to, then all of the scaling and the effects make the image basically look very, very close to native resolution. So that being said, it's still a great looking game. It's kind of a nice adventure game. I think we'll try to play all the way through this with the RTX on and see if we can catch more subtle differences in the way the graphics are presented. I really do like this game. I like the idea. It's a real intriguing story. It does move pretty slow, but it does pick up much later on. So we'll try to finish it. Although we tried that last time and like a billion games came out. So we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.